Before I roll the footage, and you're going to enjoy the footage, I wanted to make some clarifications on what slander and libel is. Because people get sued all the time. If you talk bad about somebody and it's a defamation of their character which hurts their reputation, they can sue you. You can see here some of the common types of defamatory statements are the following. Statements which make a claim about whether a person has committed a crime, statements which impute the presence of an infectious or loathsome disease, and statements which injure a person with respect to his office, trade, or business, and statements which impute some lack of moral dignity. You can see here that in the news right now, Rush Limbaugh is potentially getting sued by Sandra Fluke for slander because he called her a slut and a prostitute. Let's listen here and find out what Kathy O'Brien has to say about some of the political figures in our lives.
My sexual experience with Bill Clinton was extremely limited, in spite of the fact that I was a sex slave. It was my experience that Bill Clinton is bisexual, leaning far more towards a homosexual end. All I've ever seen him involved in was the homosexual activity, with very limited experience with him myself. Whereas my experience was much more prevalent with Hillary Clinton, because Hillary is also bisexual, leaning more towards a homosexual end, and it was she who accessed my sex programming to fulfill her perversions. Gerald Ford, I never perceived his political affluence. I only perceived him as another abuser like my father, because Gerald Ford also sexually abused me as a child and sexually abused me right on through my mind control victimization until Mark rescued my daughter Kelly and I in 1988. One of my sexual abusers at that time was the Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Trudeau.
That's pretty powerful, huh? And you would think with all these political figures being lawyers, every single one of them, the ones that she mentioned, they're all lawyers. So they know what slander is and defamation of character is. But here's Kathy's website, Transformation of America, up and running. She's selling books, no problem. Here, if you go to Google, Amazon slings her stuff. So they just want to keep her out of the media and make sure you don't find out about this. Because if it was false, they'd have already sued her long ago. So go ahead and come to my website here, experimentalvaccines.org. I've uploaded the entire video. It's big under the Big Pharma Mind Control category here. You'll see that the video is an hour and 34 minutes long. So if you want to learn more, like I said, come here to Experimental Vaccines, since there's a mass exodus going on over at YouTube. They seem to have changed their whole format over there in a way to control people and not let anybody share information with each other. Some of the information they don't want you to share is what we're looking at right here. So, enjoy.
It was at Mackinac Island, Michigan, when I was 13 years old, that I was dedicated to the senator who would become my owner in this mind control project. That's U.S. Senator Robert C. Byrd. Senator Byrd is a Democrat from West Virginia. And again, as you'll notice as I reveal any names, that this doesn't have anything to do with party lines. Democrats and Republicans both are involved, because it's not about party lines, it's about who's for the New World Order and who's not.